What's up, guys? Chris here with our 5 with FLO, and today we're going to talk about programming for what your clients need. And as promised, I put a comment on Facebook about what would you tell young people in the industry when they first start coming in. What advice would you give them? So this one's from Andre Mendoza, former student of mine, and Andre's comment was, program for your clients' needs and not what you like them to do or what you like to do yourself. Take previous injuries and medical conditions into consideration. Now, this is crazy on so many levels, because I remember when I first started training, and I'm not going to hide this, I'd get a client in, someone in their like late 30s, early 40s or whatever, come in the door and say they want weight loss. And I was like, hey, today I want Monday, let's do chest, right? And I had them do chest and tries, and I had them do body splits, because that's all I knew at the time. Like what they say, ignorance is bliss. So when you first come in the industry, you're very ignorant, and you're supposed to be. So don't think that like you're supposed to know everything. You're supposed to be a little bit ignorant. Hopefully you have a good mentor or someone in the place you're working at that teaches you how to program for clients and whatnot. But one of the things is be very careful that you're not programming for the things that you enjoy. Now, there's a flip side to this we'll talk about in a second. But you have to understand what the client needs. So develop some kind of questionnaire or an assessment that finds their weak points and finds the things that they actually need. So a client says, hey, I want to lose weight. You say, all right, cool, we'll help you lose weight. Then you start assessing them and you realize that their foot caves in when they walk, or their shoulders excessively rolled in, or they have some kind of issues, right? That you know, hey, if I make this person do cardio with the way their knees moving or the way their back is or whatever, they're going to wind up hurting themselves. Or this person has some kind of allergies, has some kind of previous surgery. All those things need to be taken into consideration when you do your programming. So that has to be there. The other element of programming that's not talked about is you do want to do things that make you happy, that you enjoy doing as well. So maybe your client has some kind of issues, they want to lose weight or whatever, and you can program them wall balls or something, but they can't squat all the way down to do your version of wall balls. So you just have them toss the ball back and forth with you. Hey, let's toss this ball back and forth on one foot. Wow, that's fun. That's harder for them to do, right? It's not outside their wheelhouse. It's not outside their capability, but it's something that, hey, you enjoy as a trainer. Hey, I just want to toss a ball back and forth. Let's do something fun and exciting. So you want to do that. So put that element into your programming, something you enjoy doing as well, because the last thing you want is your fourth client of the day and you're doing all correctives with that person and you're bored out of your mind, and you have to cater to yourself as well. So feed yourself during the session. Not to say the whole session is what you want, but maybe 1 or 2 exercises that you enjoy yourself coaching or doing or whatever. Sprinkle them in as long as your client can handle it. So you have first what they need, you plug that into your programming. 1 or 2 things that you enjoy coaching or doing yourself or whatever. And then the last part is doing something they enjoy doing as well. So take that into consideration. That should maybe be the first thing. What does your client enjoy doing? Maybe they like being on the treadmill. So make the treadmill a little more fun. Hey, let's do side shuffles on here. Let's walk on the treadmill, pumping weights in our hand, whatever. Something that they enjoy doing. Maybe your client likes having your client's overweight or whatever, but enjoys having the agility ladder out. All right, there's things you can do with that ladder. Why not do a lunge and step in the ladder and step back out, and lunge and step in the ladder, step back out. That way they're still doing something that they enjoy doing, and they can connect with it and say, oh my gosh, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that session. Whatever it is, find 1 or 2 things they like doing and plug that into the session as well. And then before you know it, you have things they definitely need. Should be to me, that's the first thing actually. The things they actually need, a hierarchy, things that they want, and then some things you enjoy, and then that becomes your hour-long session. So if you plug into that system, their needs, their wants, then something you want, 1 or 2 things, and sprinkle that in, now everyone in that arena, in that environment is happy. You're happy because they're doing certain things you enjoy doing, and more importantly, they're happy because they're doing stuff they want, and they're also getting stuff they need. And that was our original, it's funny, that was our original slogan, training you need for the results you want. That was our whole original approach when we opened up FLO Fitness, was here's the stuff you need, here's the stuff you want, let's marry those 2 together and create a system. And we call it chocolate covered vegetables, where the vegetables may be the foam rolling, the mobility stuff, the joint articulations, all that stuff that you need to work on, the movement. That's what we want you to do, and that's the need part of it. But you want to jump around and do high knees and you want to do explosive stuff, that's your want. So here's the vegetables, here's the chocolate. But we got to find a way to put that together and serve it to you so that the client enjoys it and wants to come back to the session. Because some of the best trainers I've seen on paper have no clients because nobody wants to work with them because they're so detailed and so meticulous that people, the masses, are turned off by it. Because just like, I was actually just on the call with a friend from Ireland, and we were talking about some of the stuff when you're designing programs and designing systems for training. It's so meticulous and so detailed that it turns people off. So do you want to be the greatest trainer in the world with no clients, or do you want to give a little on one end so that you get the masses in? Because a lot of ways you're turning off the people that you've built yourself up to help, and you've gone so far in one direction that you've lost the clientele in this. So you need to find a way to marry those two worlds together. So that's one thing we try to work on here. So when designing your program, Andre, thanks for the comment. When you design your programming and everything else, make sure you take all the medical concerns, all their issues into consideration. Build the program around their needs and wants, and not just the stuff you care about and you enjoy. But don't neglect yourself. Sprinkle a little bit in there and design a program where everyone's having fun, everyone can enjoy it, and that will be the best training system for you, for your studio, for your clients, and for your success. That's our 5 with FLO. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.